Okay, guys, my name is S.K. and I welcome you once again to S.K.M Media 7. For those of you who are watching, the title of this video speak for itself. You understand? In Africa here, yes, we have our beliefs. You understand? We have Africa, our culture, and our tradition. The culture and the tradition are two different things altogether. You understand? The culture and the tradition are two different things altogether. So most of the time, Christians always, criticize um, our traditional worshippers. I can see one person is here watching. Kindly like the video for me. Yes, kindly like the video. Let us learn something over here. So our tradition, our culture is different from Christianity. And when you even look at worshiping of God, it's in a traditional. It's like a tradition. You understand? It's a tradition. Let me take all the three religions for instance. When it comes to Judaism, the Judaism, which is the Jewish people, when it comes to these people worshiping, you understand, they have their way of worshiping. The Jewish people believe that they have to, leave their beards, and they have the way of, dressing. The Jewish people don't eat anything anyhow. That is why we have certain products when you are using like this supplement, we have kosa and halal. You understand? Kosa and halal. The kosa stands for the Jewish people. The kosa stands for the Jewish people, and the halal stands for the Islamic group of people. So there are certain things that these people don't eat. That is their tradition, that is their belief. So when it comes to the Jewish people, that is why, like as I said earlier on, yeah, where are you watching from? Where are you watching from? Where are you watching from? Just drop your comment and tell me where you are watching from. Wow, I can see 19 people over here. Those who are watching, kindly like the video for me and drop your comment as well. So we let us learn something about our culture. That was yesterday, I was watching one video of Aisho Speed when he came to Ghana, and they were performing some. Oh, thank you so much for the like. They were performing some rites and tradition for him. You understand? In Ghana here, I don't know for other African country, we believe in our chief, or kingship. We believe in the kingship for somebody to become a king. Before colonization came, we don't have nations, countries and all that. What we have is empire, kingdoms. So when this kingdom is able to conquer other kingdom, then the people over there will be captured. They will capture those people and sell them to other kingdoms as well. A minute. Sorry. So like as I was saying, we have different beliefs. So uh, before they will install somebody as a king, they have this purification that they do for the chief or the king before he will be stopped. And this purification come with different herbs and other things that they use to bath the king before he will be clean and be head as a king in the society. When you go to Islamic religion also, before you become a Muslim, they have this bath that they bath for people who want to convert into Islamic religion. You understand? So it is only Christianity that they don't have all those things, but they in their own, that is what they call baptism. You understand? Baptism is different, but when you go to all these places, we have different way of how they do their things. You understand? So when I show speed came to Ghana, he went to giving him his real name, and I watched one video where one guy was saying that this is demonic, this is satanic and all that. Please, that is not demonic. If you are calling our tradition and our beliefs that is demonic and satanic, how will you call their way of worship? You understand? How will you call that one? Because when you go into their, die, you in the Catholic, belief system, they say when somebody die, what you have to do is just, send the person into the church or the temple for, to pay last respect for that person. You understand? And they burn all kind of incense and other things in the church. The Catholic people, the Catholic priest, they don't marry. The Catholic priest, they don't marry. The Roman sisters also don't marry. Pope John Paul did not marry, but when Pope John Paul died, we have 5 kids that came out that Pope John Paul. So you understand. So when it comes to Christianity, there are a lot of things that if you want to talk about it, people get angry. So let's get back to our tradition and our culture. So the Jewish people, they believe that their belief tells them to leave their beers. They have some food, things that they don't eat. That is why I gave you example of we have some supplement that when you are buying or you want to use them, they have rules and regulations. We have the kosa and halal. The kosa belongs to the Jewish people, and the halal belongs to the Islamic group of people. That means it's telling them that there are certain things that is not good for them to eat. I mean it. Okay, sorry, I'm back. So they have the kosa and the halal, which tells them that. Why is it that when it comes to our Africa beliefs, our Africa way of living, anything that we do become evil? Now, in Christianity or in other world, they say that when somebody is sick, when somebody is the white people, that is what the white people brought to us. When you are sick, you go to the hospital, the doctor will diagnose you and check whether you have this, that. When they are done, they have to inject you. The injection gives you the medicine that they put in the injection will help you to cure or help you to you know yes, cure the kind of sickness that you are going through or you are facing. Now, in our Africa society also, our ancestors came, or God gave our ancestors knowledge that when you are sick, those days we don't have injection and all that, but those days our ancestors, they do operation. I have one video whereby when someone is sick in the head, do you know what they did? They did surgery and opened the person's head. That is in African society. They open the person's head, they do surgery, and uh, they do surgery and open the person's head, and when they finish, they sew it back. You understand? They sew the head back, and it became normal, and the person woke up, and the person was walking normal. You understand? All these things begin in our Africa, community, or from we the Africans. But I don't know why anything that we do on the land of the black, or we the Africans do, that thing become evil to we ourselves and even to the Western world and the people who do not believe in that. Now in Ghana here, let me bring something. I have something that I want to show to you. A minute. Sorry. So these are two different things. Or this is a glass that we use to, either drink water or take wine or anything. You understand? So when you are using this thing in the Ghanaian or African society, this thing become holy to you. When you are using this glass to drink water or even drink this glass, it become what? Holy in Africa or Ghanaian society. But the moment you use this thing called calabash, the moment you use calabash to drink water or eat in the calabash, then it become evil. Then people start calling you names. This person is evil, this person is what, this person is that, and so on and so forth. You understand? Sharon, thank you for joining. Those who joined, kindly like the video, like the video and tell me where you are watching from. I'm from Ghana. Yes, I'm from Ghana. Yes, I'm from Ghana. Thank you so much. I'm from Ghana. So, like the way, as I'm saying, anytime we use calabash, this is calabash. And we have a lot of things in our African society. When you use them, it gives you, when you are eating in this thing, it does not contain any chemicals or anything. It also help you health wise. It help you. Those days we don't have refrigerator, which we call fridge. We don't have fridge. What we have is local pot. The pot, big one, then we smoke inside, then we fetch water inside and we drink. You live long. It does not contain any chemicals or anything. But here in the case that this fridge has been brought to us, then they said we should use them, And do you know something? When you put food in the fridge, at least the longest supposed to be 3 days. If it's more than 3 days, then the food become contaminated. You understand? So in Africa society or in our Ghanaian society, the moment you start using this thing to eat or do anything with this thing, then it becomes evil in our African society. But the moment you start using this thing, then people sees you to become holy. Why is it so? Why is it so? Our ancestors, God gave them knowledge. Like the way somebody is sick, you go to hospital, they inject you. They also said, now, we don't want that sickness to come again. So you will gather like 2-3 herbs, bend them, and grind it into a powder, then mark you and put that, inside within you, so that that sickness will not come again for the rest of your life. Now, God has given our ancestors, our African ancestors, a knowledge that don't wait for you to die. When you are about to die, before you start, then you see people, then you tell them to do well. But God gave them, wisdom and understanding that use these herbs, use this thing to do, when you use it to protect yourself, that you will live longer. Do you know that we have long life medicine that most of our African, traditional people, they use? We have accident free, whereby when they shoot you, you will not die. But the white people say that no, throw all those things away. The king, he said we should throw all those things away. Then they gave us attack where this thing, when they shoot you over here, you feel the pain. You go to hospital, they will either remove the bullet over there, but the scar will be there. But our Africa, our forefathers had this knowledge and said that no, we don't want anybody to shoot you, then you die, or you go to hospital and go and, now that you be searching for medicine and all that. So we are going to look for a medicine that when you do it, we use to protect yourself. When they shoot you, it will not work. Our Africa, our ancestors, God has given them knowledge to protect their houses from fire outbreak. Somebody said, well, if you declare with your mouth Jesus is Lord and believe in your heart that God raised him from the dead, you will be saved. Time is short. We are living in the end time. Thank you. I know we are living in the end time. You understand? And Jesus himself is a traditional person. You understand? Tradition is part of, religion, but Christians don't know that. When you see, Christianity is not religion. Christianity is a way of life. Christianity is not a religion. Christianity is not a religion. Christianity is a way of life. When we are talking of, religion, we are supposed to, mention only the Jewish people. You understand? Because Christianity was brought to us by the Europeans, and the Europeans, they also have their way of, worship. You understand? So I know in the Bible, in the Bible, when Jesus himself and his followers, disciples, were, moving around, anytime they enter any house, that is how the Jewish people, their custom, their tradition, that is their custom, that is their tradition. Anytime as a stranger or a visitor you visit them, they have a water that they give to you to, wash your hand, wash your leg before they will allow you in their house. It's their tradition, and up to now some of them do it. In the Jewish society, they have something called atonement, and there are some people that still do it. We call it atonement. Atonement means you either get a dove or a chicken or a cock. You use that cock to, rotate your head like anti-clockwise to, rub the whole of your body. That means you are removing all the bad energy, anything that you have done that you want to clean yourself. They use those animals, purify themselves, then they eat away. That is how their system or their belief is. You understand? That is the Jewish people belief and their, tradition. But the moment it comes to we the Africans, our society, then that thing become evil. That thing become witchcraft. That thing become satanic worship. Why is it so? Why is it so? So we have to ask ourselves. It's our tradition. You see, of idols. We have people in Africa that worship idols. When you make a statue and pour blood and other things on it, that means you are worshiping culture person. You understand? But if you don't do those things, it doesn't show that you are a traditional person. So, guys, what do you also think? Drop your comment under the comment section. Why is it that anything from Africa become evil? Anything word or anything from the black man become evil, and anything from the white man become holy? Why? Bring your thoughts under the comment section. Bring your thoughts under the comment section. Have you faced those challenges? So Ghana here, you see, when you go to different, is that what? Okay, it's the same message that he sent. So I want to read your messages. Yes, I will be reading your messages. If you have any message you want to ask, you can ask that question. I'll read your message. You understand? Africa, our tradition, that our tradition and our culture that we are throwing away, that is what has ended us today whereby we are suffering, because in our African society the names we give are more important. The names that we give when somebody give birth, the name that we give to the child is more important in our African tradition. That is why Bob Marley said that if you don't know, uh, we said what, Buffalo Soldier, if you don't know your history, or if you don't know your history, you don't know where you are coming from. Yes. So your name, your history, your culture is what makes you a human. The moment your name is being changed, that means you are totally lost in the sea. You understand? If your name is being changed, your name is changed, that means your identity, everything about you is changed. So when you mention your name to somebody and the person try to pronounce the word, the name differently, correct that person that hey, that is not my name. Mention the name well. You understand? But if you keep quiet, you leave it like that and they spell it wrong, that will be the name that you'll be using. You understand? So if you know your core, your history, you know where you are from. So as Africans, we have to know where we are from. It's time for we the Africans to go back to our roots, go back to our tradition, go back to our culture. If you don't know, get steady. Anytime you see any festival or anything, just ask questions. You understand? Ask questions and you will know a lot of things. We have a lot of people in Ghana here that most of them don't know their culture, they don't know their tradition, simply because they have planted something into our head that, oh, when you do this it's evil, when you do that it's evil. You understand? But you ask yourself, Christmas, Valentine, Easter, Good Friday, Palm Sunday, and so on and so forth. Where in the Bible is those things written? I want one person, just give me one Bible verse that says that Christmas, Easter, Valentine, Palm Sunday, Good Friday, all these things. Just give me one Bible verse that mentions that says that we should celebrate all those things. If you don't have any Bible verse that confirms that we should celebrate Christmas and all that, it's paganism. You understand? It's paganism. Someone's worshipping of idol, and they brought to us as we the Africans to believe. I will choose Homowo, Pogbetutu, Asafotufiami, Kuntum, Abwachiri over Christmas, Easter, Valentine, and so on and so forth, because we learn that Homowo means Huti at anger. When the Gan people were traveling to their destination, where it's called now, where they are living in Accra here, called the Gan, when they were coming, they don't have food. So through that, a lot of people lost their life through hunger. They did not get food to eat, and they died on their way coming. So as they were coming, they planted one maize, and the maize came in abundance. The maize came in abundance. When the maize came in abundance, those who lost their life, they grind, they cook some of the maize. When they cook the maize, they sprinkle the food on the floor of the ground to those that lost their life, who were not able to get food to eat and lost their life through hunger. And they use that as a festival that every year in August, the Gan people celebrate a festival called Homowo. Homowo in Gan language means Huti at anger. Homowo. You understand? But you ask yourself, what is the foundation of Christmas? What is the foundation of Easter? What is the foundation of Valentine? What is the foundation of Palm Sunday? What is the foundation of Good Friday? When you ask yourself, you ask the pastors and they couldn't provide answer to these questions, that means you have to, advise yourself. What do you also think about this? drop your comment under the comment section. In case you are new here and haven't subscribed, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more video. Thank you. Those who watch, thank you so much. I can see one person over here. Thank you so much. I don't know where you guys are watching from. Yes, but what I'll say is thank you so much. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And the person that also sent the message, I really appreciate your message. Yes. Is it Kamadin? Kamadin. Are you a Muslim or a Christian? His name. I don't know whether I get the name correctly. So, guys, thank you so much. I'll end the live over here.